All right, I want to return you now to the funeral service of Butana Komphela, currently underway in the Free State. We heard from the Premier of the Free State, Sisi Ntombela, a little earlier on, hailing Komphela. I understand that Mr. Mbalula is currently at the lectern. Let's listen in.
Abantwana nosapho lonke labajo omphango mokuqengeba othole lo mthwakazi ndiqithise amazwi kubafundisi abaqhuba abaphethe lenkonzo yanamhlanje egameni lenkosi yethu Yesu Kristu yanibulisa.
Aizali umphilela emakethe ivela uayesali umphilela emakethe ivela aizali umphilela imakethe ivela aizali umphilela imakethe ivela aizali gole aizali umphilela imakethe Yekimaketi, Ela Jehovah Aizali, Ondite la Vale, Imademi, Aizali Vale, Ela Ondite la Imaketi, Imaketi de Jehovah, Aizali Vale, Aizali Vale, Imaketi Nate, Ela, Aizali Vale, Aizali Vale, Imaketi Nate, Ela, oh Aizali Nate, Hallelujah.
Thank you very much, Program Director. I didn't come here to speak. I came to be part of the family, to send off my dear brother, Comrade Butana Komphela, to his last resting place. I was asked to say a few words. And I just want to start by saying, throwing a good love away, you might not know it now, but you'll know it someday. Butana is made of steel. From his origins, he's not the kind of person who likes to complain and think that he's entitled to anything.
They're going to stay on us until the
those who didn't like what he said made a plan to do away with it. Because he took a stand at some point, like we all do. And we must not tire from doing that. Even in the church, in the organizations we belong to, in government, in the workplace. Once you become tough and take a principled stand, you must always know that there are consequences. But those consequences, if it means you have to suffer for standing for the truth, let it be. So for who he was and who he is, he stood for the truth in this province of the Free State. When there was time to say no to wrongdoing, he was not counted among cowards. Amaduma wake ebengaphambi. He stood for the truth, even if it means that he had to suffer for that. It happens in a movement as big as ours, where individuals who are given responsibility to lead our people think that those responsibilities belong to them, but not the people. And they annihilate in political terms others to oblivion. Butana did not join individuals, he joined the movement, the African National Congress, and to serve the people. And that is why we say he was a loyal servant. Not many of us will be like him, even to the end. Because many of us would have gone astray, but he did not. He did not go join other organizations or did any other thing. He stood firm and stayed on and ran the course till the end. And I just want to say to him, we failed you, Nkuluwa. Even though the struggle as we do today does not owe us anything, but your contribution to the struggle could not go unnoticed. For you, it was not an application for a job, but at a given point in time, an acknowledgement that you did sacrifice. And then you'll be placed in the best possible position to continue to serve our people in this country. And maybe in that regard, we failed. But it is not deliberate. It is because many of these things do happen. Butana made a difference in the lives of people. And the bingongo mafikizo, bingelo na iwetu ndenganamba okanye mphambili. Into evuka ithetha lento namhlanje ngomso ubone ithetha enye into. That in English is called a chameleon. Depending on which side you are at and you are pleasing who, he was not like that. Once he take a stand, he did. He was a portfolio committee chair in Parliament. They knew that he talked transformation. Comrade Frolik spoke about that. In the ANC, when it was time to change things, he took a stand. Even here in the Free State. Uxabane nabantu apha uButana kweliphondo. Ndancedwa nguThixo mna wandibeka eRhawutini. Wandinceda. Ngoba mhlawumbi ngendifana noButana. But he never lost hope. That's why we must not cry like there is no hope. Do not cry like abafundisi bekhona ingathi awunathemba. We do have hope. Things will change. Izojikisa. Umajabu is the chair of RTMC, but ixesha lakhe liphelile. And then you see Uyake, they are all from Free State. And they were going to appoint a new board. So we're plotting Butana. So can't figure out the committee, I'm sorry, media, I call up a talking but bandit. Can't figure out the committee, Kubala Makama, Tibone Hema, Titi Jani, Kamanga Putana, Gazing Atanga Cement to Slam. Titi my pen and meeting pen and GCO because we wanted to bring him back to the fold. Like the comrade who spoke from Pumalanga, those are the pioneers in terms of road traffic and laws in this country under Comrade Tipu. The problem is that ANC only going to party kancinci ufuna utshintsha izinto ezinhle ezenziwa ngabantu ababenga phambili kuwe. You don't continue with the legacy. So Tina Apa at Transport, we don't work like that. We continue with what Blade did that was good. We continue what Kuo did that was good. What Maswangani did that was good. And he worked with many comrades, Comrade Butana, who can't talk to us here today. Mzwaledi, Dr. Mzwaledi is my colleague in cabinet, and the comrade Dr. Pasha, or Dr. Boatoji, not deputy. And Butana was not a doctor. Before the comrade who spoke here, who was the DG, HOD of the province, Dr. Mzwaledi next to me there, he said, you know he was not a doctor and he was the best performer among doctors. And then it came to be repeated. It came to be repeated on this platform without him talking to me. Sijalo ke singojona Mzwaledi ngojuki sinjalo. Ngiyabona namuhla ngiyo expert ye transport kodwa liyavuka. So ifuna ukuthi ngojona ningakhali ingathani ngathemba. Butana led from the front. When I was sacked as a minister, I lived in his house. Benhlala ndipha from Joburg. Usisi uyayazi. Ndifike phaa endlini. Emkhuthaza ukuzawulunga Jona. Ungatyhafi. Fike ndihlale all the time. He will call me. And when I became Minister of Transport, I said, "Jenny Kwetini, we bambi." He did the same even when I was Minister of Sports, because he was there before. Ati, we bambi, ukona umuntu nje bandisusa bendifuna umgxotha. Alizubiza And Frolic is right. At some point we went, I don't know, to the World Cup and to the Olympics together. So he was that kind of a person. Can't put me such don't look as if he don't know. I did not 37. So can't put me ya Jona, upelele ken, pelele weti, bazabazi. So, Steve, when my sister passed away, he was there speaking in Sabel. And also when my mother passed away and all of that. Butana, I knew him in the struggle. I was very young, we were together in the UTF. And he was very active here in Mauken, in Abanyaman, we were in UTF, but there's a Khauti, the Pume Paris, the Zabala, the Khauti. So, simple block, no, Dana, the baby Silo, but this would take about Namakama, take up food. But Butana Nati, who were here in the Free State. Nabo Tosh Batanaza. So can you tell them about Butana and the way I was and you tell them about Figis or the Zawarazi? He was there and he suffered. And we met in jail and everywhere else. And he was very vociferous. And he was in the forefront of our struggle. He never abandoned the struggle for personal aggrandizement and favor. Even if it would have meant that the post that, because as boss was his Nikiwes is Boleki, as I'm Nazarwa, Dingu minister, Ilendu Kwete Mandash, Ati Haki minister Kire Mandash. Uskumbuza London and home, so I say your minister, because you are Libani Kamalak, or Kalubizwa minister, betray checkboard. wenziwa uminister kugcwele abantu wathi tyhini president wandibona phakathi kweentshaba zindijongile wabona mna nje wandenza uminister nangomso ebusuku njengebebebhiza ebusuku ekufana kulapho uzawubiza ebusuku athi jonga ngawuhlehle kancinci nje akubekele bucala abantu bashiyeke bekhala. We must never live with this post like they are our suits. Asizo zethu. But I conclude by saying, Tutuzelagani, akuhlanga lo nehlanga. You are not alone. Usizimele ubudala. Besingayilindelanga le mini ukuthi sabe sihleli apha sisithi ngxe. But care, I am saying for all of us who live, for now and even in the future, let's appreciate each other whilst we're still alive. And I want to repeat, like the Manhattans would say, throwing a good love away, you might not know it now, you'll know it someday. Thank you very much.
For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. The situation, Eileen Yabatin Guanamona, Rule Bohe Tate Balula, Abu Yeo, Olelapa, Liputeriana. Bon Melbourne Tate Fidela Joale Carolonia Lilapa. We are now moving on to the families of Ntroko and Komphela. We are at item number 11, where I'll call upon Ntroko's family representative to come and render family tributes. Niki Obrehori, Ntate Reginald Mtloko Atla ba latelang ba be ba sentse ba itukisa le bona mme hang ka morao ho Ntate Reginald Mtloko re tlo bana le tribute by the nieces and nephews mme ba tle ba itukise he e le hore ba tle ba etse mosebetsi wa bona lelapa le fuwa sebaka sena hore le etse sohle seo le se labalabelang. You are given this opportunity to come and pass your tributes in the best way you prepared yourselves. Take this opportunity. Ntate Mtloko. We just want to apologize. We will have an intrusion. We are requested to call upon, just before the family comes to the stage, we are requested to give the ANC spokesperson, Ntate Khwabane, to come to the stage and offer his tribute on behalf of the movement. Ntate Khwabane, may you please ascend the podium, and immediately after Ntate Khwabane, we will now enter into the family section. Apologies, family. We'll come back to you.
Ke tla kadima ditumediso mme ke lebohe lelapa la Komphela ke lebohe boetapele ba kwano setjhaba ka kakaretso ho kopana haka nna pele ke Ntate Komphela re qadile ho kopana ntlwana tshwana It was at a time when the mass mobilization, especially in the Free State, was taking root, where we were ensuring that all the areas, the apartheid system is rendered unworkable. Me ilare hari ntse re kwalo jwalo ra kopana ntwana tshwana se ntse mo re ka jeno re the mokgatlo wa bao ba kileng ba kwalwa dipolitiki ka nako tseno, the former political detainees organization association just before hana re ntwana tshwana ndale Komphela ni le mo ana e bontsha boetapele bo ka tswileng ka diphephetso le diqholotso tsena re kopana le tsona ha ba le ka hara trongo. Ne re tseba hore ha o tluwa kwaketsanong le ba neng ba tshwere trongo ka nako eo, o na ka hlaha e le mongwe ba tla ba hlalose se buang, because we are very good in Afrikaans. We always integrate our issues to the authorities. Go tsweng ha rona re tsile ka nako e leng hore ho no ka ho thewa South African Youth Congress. Go tsweng ha hae dikopano tse ntse re bana le tsona ile ba bapala karolo e kgolo ho etsa bonnete ba hore kwano motseng wa Maokeng lentswe la Congress la lekgotla le utlwahala. Ha lekgotla le keta ho bulela molomo ka mora 1990 o bapetse karolo e kgolo ho theheng makala a lekgotla motseng o ka kwano le metseng e haufinyana le Kroonstad. Sena si ile sa susumetsa hore ha re leka hore re fetola tshebetso tsa metse mahae in local government e la ba ye mongwa bo majoro ba pele ba ka nako eno the transitional local authorities, mme seno o ile a se fuwa ka baka la mafolofolo a hae ho etsa bonnete ba hore tulo ka reng ena ya Maokeng ya fetoha. I want to demonstrate the versatility of leadership that Comrade Computer has always been showing through different historical movements of our struggle. Now, when the time came for him to be deployed in the legislature, he never hesitated. And also when he also took that portfolio of different portfolio committees in the National Assembly, we also showed the spark, the necessary leadership in changing the lives of our people for the better. Committee ya tsa dipapadi ha re soka re bona moetapele a bontshitseng moetapele be ena ile nga bo bontsha mohlomong ke taba hobane ka nako tseo phephetso tsa teng di le kgolo haholo. But I think what becomes important, fast forward, is that nako e leng hore diphephetso tse kgolo di ile tsa hlahella hore mokgatlo o nke qeto ya hore batho ba itseng ba dule ka ntle jwalo ka yena. The important thing that he showed was our own political values. Humility. He also demonstrated our own Congress principles, political discipline. Unlike others, he followed the decision taken He never went out to spew venom, to talk ill about political leadership, or to go and establish another organization. But he showed that necessary political discipline. And he waited for the right moment for the organization to take another decision about him. This is very necessary because what we see also in the organization nowadays is that even when the organization has taken a decision about you, people are so bold to go out, which is unlike the Congress tradition. People will go out and do exactly the opposite of what the organization has decided about them. And he never did that. Now, we see today to bid him farewell. And this is the last farewell. But for what we know about him, this is a different challenge for him. Because he's going to join the ancestral league of the Congress movement. From time to time, as we meet, to seek wisdom, to seek guidance, we'll always be looking for his spiritual wisdom. We'll always be seeking for that spiritual leadership from him to guide us, especially in the province of Free State. Rona re le lekgotla re lahlehetswe. Jwalo ka dibitse di ntse di buile, re lahlehetswe. Mme ho tloha hono jwale ho ya pele. Hobane re le lekgotla ka kwano ka Free State, we are in a process of organizational renewal. An important process that needs his exemplary life, where we want people to go back to basics, to demonstrate their own understanding of the values and the principles of the ANC. And more importantly, to obey the Congress tradition. And until we are able to do that, the ANC will never be renewed, especially in the Free State. Our province has always been characterized by all negative tendencies. We were the first provincial executive committee to be disbanded by the NEC. We were the first provincial executive committee to be disbanded by the courts. We were the only province to have been disbanded by the courts and the NEC so many times. And at some point in our history, we have to cut that vicious cycle. And the National Executive Committee has thrown that challenge to us now. Phephetso le diqholotso tseo re di jara jwang. Mme Ntate Komphela ke mongwe le hore ne re shebile ho bona hore ho fetoha ho ba rona re tlamehile re shebe mohlala ho bona. Re mamele nako le nako keletso tse hlahang motho e ka reng yena, hobane ke tsona dikeletso tseo tse tlamehang hore di bope mokgatlo, di ahe mokgatlo, hobane diqholotso tse mokgatlo o nang le tsona hono jwale ha se diqholotso tsa mokgatlo, ke diqholotso tse etsang ke batho ba itseng. Ke rona re le tjena re tlisang diqholotso ka hara mokgatlo, ha se mokgatlo o nang le diqholotso. So in that process of renewal, we have to ensure that we take firm decisions we take firm decisions. So that as we speak to our community, we see their lives changing. We see the challenges that they are facing, changing. Me, Ntate Komphela e bile mongana tlo re thusa ho etsa tseo. Me ka jeno re le mokgatlo re tlisa mantswe a rona a kutlwele bohloko le lapeng ho metswalle le bohle ba amehileng. Mme re tla dula re itshetlehile mehlaleng a re sietseng yona ho tloha hono jwale ho ya pele, mme hobane re kgolwa hore ke yona e tla etsa bonnete ba hore mokgatlo o kgutlela maemong ao e ne le ho ona. Ka mantswe ke a leboha.
Glowing tributes to Butana Komphela there at his funeral underway in the Free State. Earlier on, we heard from the Transport Minister, Fikile Mbalula, there, saying that Komphela stood for the truth. He also went on to say that he made a huge difference in the lives of many people, and throughout what the country has been going through, never lost hope. We will keep tabs on this, keep you up to date with the big takeaways from this funeral. We are going to take a short break. We'll be back in a short while. Stay with us.